particularly when they haven't yet got their Pirelli tyres properly up to optimum working temperatures.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, because we do have a few women in the field today, as that is Paul Terry goes around in the 62, and a collision. That's the 46 of Todd Snyder driving by himself this weekend in the AM class, normally in the Pro-Am class, sharing with Brandon Godovic, but Brandon has moved up to share the 30 car. That was not a good instance. Paul Terry just coming out of Oak Tree, got on the curbs, looped it around, and now there is fire out of the front, but that just might be, it's exhaust fire.
Yeah,
from the
trying to
rear of Paul
refire
Terry.
the engine of car number 62 for Paul Terry, just trying to refire that V10 engine, unable to do so at this stage. No yellow flags just yet. The first lap completed then by Riccardo Agostini, the 23-year-old now from Padua in Italy. He has got a fair bit of experience in these cars, and he is doing a magnificent job out the front of the field. He's been a bit of a revelation to North American race fans this season, pretty much of an unknown, but he's got a good single-seater pedigree behind him.
There was a great camera shot there. Some birds were just sort of enjoying a leisurely afternoon at the entrance of turn one. Well, they were awoken quite abruptly by the fact that all these Lamborghinis were charging toward them. Todd Snyder, unable to continue, has pulled the car. He's trying to move it very slowly. I just saw the number 57 of Catherine Legg, by the way, pull back behind the wall, but she at least did see the checkered flag, so points will go, or toward the green flag, I mean, so points will go towards the Prestige Performance team. That is a lot of damage to the Norton number 46, though.
Yeah, unfortunately, Todd Snyder, they came around the corner and there was a stationary car directly in front of him, unable to avoid it. Makes pretty stout contact. He's going to bring that car into the support race pit lane, so heads up driving there by Paul to hopefully ensure we don't need to go full course yellow, because the other car also has departed the scene.
But Jeremy, something that I don't like, on the racing line, there are shards of carbon that have been left from the contact that fell off of either Paul Terry or Todd Snyder's car. They have not thrown a caution. They're not going to clean that up just yet. But as the field proceeded through that portion of the track for the first time, carbon shards were flying up. Yeah,
they were, weren't they? You're absolutely right. And they can be very, very sharp. And if they get into these tires, it certainly isn't good. It's a big piece of bodywork as well. That's the hood of one of the cars. So the leader's coming past to complete lap 2 out. This is a timed race, 50-minute race. You were talking about earlier on, it's a mandatory pit stop for all of the cars, irrespective of whether they have one driver or two who will take the wheel during this race. There's contact from the number 7 onto the number 18 of Emmanuel Anassis, who made a great start. He started back in 12th, and he was up into 6th on that first couple of laps.
Yeah, that was not going to work. Emmanuel Anassis gave Versteeg a little bit of room going into turn 1, but that was not 2 Lamborghinis width that was remaining there for both cars to be able to get through. Versteeg making the dive down the inside. We saw a similar move to that, Jeremy, in the WeatherTech race last year between one Earl Bamber and one Giancarlo Fisichella. That did not end particularly well. No. I believe this will be a more gentlemanly incident between the two, but clearly Versteeg a little bit too eager to make up positions. He did have that first lap lunge around the outside.